Man, they need like live wire in like 2 liters.
Exactly.
They used to. Here we go. I'm nervous.
The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
I swear, like a shadow.
The views and opinions
Welcome to Show Landis Jeff the. You're watching Show Landis Jeff the. How's it going? My special guest this evening is none other than this guy has been he's been on a lot of things. He's been on the Grammys. He's yeah, he's won a. No, I'm just kidding. This evening, my guest is, I consider this guy one of my best friends. He doesn't ghost me like Scott Fisher, but me and this guy has gone through way back since 1998. 8 for him, 94 for me. But my special guest this evening is one of my best friends who I can talk to about anything and everything. And today, the first show is we're going to interview him. The second show is going to interview me, and I'm not going to hold back on this second show. I may make some of you people mad. I may make some of the crew mad, but you know, it is what it is. But this evening is not about me, minus me being gray and getting old. But anyways, my guest this evening, he's also done stuff from Team TV. He's also done stuff from volunteering from Johnny White's show. I don't remember what it was back in the day. He's done stuff with all kinds of producers. He's been down here since 1998. Now, one thing I want to say is rare around here at Access Fort Wayne is we rarely have some of the old Channel 10 people around. So my guest this evening is my best friend. Yes, Chris, this is true. It's Chris Easley. How's it going, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Not much. How you been, man?
Good. Just here, there, everywhere, all over.
So last time I talked to you, we obviously I ran into you on the bus, and you were on a vacation. Obviously, how does it feel to be back? I mean, this is where you belong.
Oh yeah, it feels good being back because like you said, I've been on vacation. Been all over the place. Kind of took a trip back home, New York. Ended up down in Florida, then kind of went MIA at the States for a little bit, for a couple months, came back and ended up back here. So it was just like nobody really knew where I was at, what I was doing.
Certain people did, but again,
yeah.
One thing is that one thing that me and Justin Cowan, awesome dude as well, one of our brothers as well. We consider all stuff family, but we all kept in contact with you, because again, sometimes friends, no matter what happens, you're always gonna be there for them. You write them and show them that you care. Because again, nowadays, friendship is, how should I put it? Friendship isn't valued as it used to be.
Not like it used to.
So, I mean, Chris makes mistakes, I make mistakes, but no matter what, we're always going to be friends. Chris also, people are hitting me up. Brent. Hold on, Brent. I'll get a hold of you after the show. Second show, we're going to have a guy from Chicago calling in. But anyways, friendship is what we value. And that's one thing about me and Chris. We're always going to be friends. So, with this being said, Chris, I want to make you my official co-host for some of the shows. I know you can't be there all the time, but you're officially going to be my co-host. How do you feel about that?
Excellent. I'm down with it. You know me. I'm always, you say something like, okay, yep, go, do it, go with it, and just kind of like how you said before, friendship, to me, it's like it's not as valued like it's used to back in the day. Because to me, I kind of look at it like nowadays, somebody says friendship, I kind of feel like they're using that term loosely.
Yeah.
As to opposed to like back in the day, like you, Justin, the three of us, it's just like, okay, we say it, we actually mean it.
Yeah. And
it's like, okay, you could be having a problem, and you come to Justin and myself, and we're gonna give you our honest opinion. Same thing if Justin's having a problem, he's gonna come to both of us, and if I got a problem, come to both of you. Well, okay, and we're gonna give each other our honest opinion. At the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to take it or leave it.
That's really true. And one thing is, back in the day, me and Chris, we knew of each other, but we weren't like, hey, Jeff, how's it going? Hey, Chris, how's it going? Have a good day. We weren't best friends. We didn't hate each other. We didn't dislike each other. We just didn't
really know each other
like we do now. But, like I said, sometimes life takes you on adventures. Now, we always say this every time we do a show together. One person that definitely deserves a lot of credit, and always deserves credit no matter what he does. He's one hell of a guy, one hell of a worker. And one, he's got his heart like gold, but sometimes, man, he can be that annoying little brother. We love you, Wes. You know that. But if it weren't for Wesley, because I think it was Wesley, it was one of your big events. It was Christmas Fest, wasn't it? That you got. I looked. I'm like, wait a second. I know you, and next thing you know, me and Chris instantly hit it off. Like, it's like I felt bad from back in the day that we didn't connect how we did, because I guarantee we probably could have connected.
Yeah.
I was on a different level with things. Like, I was an ass back then. I don't think I was an ass towards you back then.
No, you never was. Because
like
you said, we knew of each other, and the extent of our conversation was, hey, Chris, hey, Jeff, and that was pretty much it. But it was just kind of like back then, I knew, like, from what I was hearing from people about you, oh, you're, and, yeah, and I was
just
like,
let me be honest. That's legit, because the people that you worked with, Chris, didn't like me at all. Because I had nothing against Team TV. When Team TV was around, I did nothing to the guys. I offered to help them out because I was like, okay, since I've been doing this forever and I got a following, I was offering to help out.
Right.
But they were bad-mouthing me, and I'm like, hold on, you guys are supposed to, this isn't towards you, because me and you were cool.
Right.
And I became friends with George Ross, Star Walker, and Rob, because they were part of Team TV as well, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And then Paula, and then Martha. Well, the thing is that Team TV, they're supposed to be a good, like I said, I'm not slandering Team TV, please don't think I am, because I worked with them. I worked with John, and I respect John to this day, and everybody that's did what they did. Enoch didn't like me. Josh didn't like me. John tolerated me, but I'm like, I didn't even do anything bad to Team TV. I didn't slander them or say anything bad about them. Hey, Team TV, you guys are blah, blah, blah. I never did that. But for people that's trying to be a good organization for kids, I think because we were all teenagers at the time, that Team TV seen me as a threat, and I never ever said I was coming as Team TV as, hey, I'm running against you, because that was not my plan.
Right.
Because I was doing something totally different. But again, like you said before, you heard stories from them. Oh, Jeff's the biggest a-hole around. Jeff's blah blah blah. They didn't know me. I mean,
Right.
granted, I was that. I'm not gonna lie, I was that. But they didn't know me as they thought. If they would have known me how I was back then, if you're a teenager, man, people's coming up to you, hey, you're doing a good job, you're doing this, you're doing this, and the staff members telling you, hey, man, people's watching your shows. You
Exactly.
damn right I'm going to be number one. I'm going to be determined to do what I got to do to be that number one guy. But they didn't know me until
Exactly.
George got to know me, and then I think that's probably what held us back then from being good friends, to be quite honest. I mean, I could be wrong, but I guarantee it, because from us talking and from when we first reconnected, dude, I bet we could have been best friends. I bet we could have took over the whole entertainment industry.
Oh,
But
yeah,
again,
yeah.
as teenagers, and then that's what I think the biggest thing is. I know this is not planned. Me and Chris, what we're doing is not planned today. Not on this show or the next show. It's not planned. It's just straight up how we feel. So I'm thinking, because like I said, you heard that there was nothing bad about me from them.
Right.
So I'm thinking, just now, they saw me as a threat.
Yeah, honestly, I think they did see you as a threat, and it was, I don't, if memory serves me right, I knew I was there at Team TV for a while. I just don't remember it like for how long. Then it was just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm down at the library, doing that. Then it's like, I kept hearing, word of mouth, you, and I'm like, Jeff. Then it's like, oh, okay, like I said before, it was like, Matt, hey Jeff, hey, hey Chris, that was it. Then it was like, oh yeah, okay. Then years later, we got together with Martha, kind of did a couple of skits, and then years later, get a call from Wesley, and hey, because at the time when Wesley got a hold of me, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who was all going to be helping him with his show.
Because it was a different machine from back then to now.
Right, and I said, yeah, okay, I'll see what he's about, and no sooner I walk into the meeting room, I see both you sitting there, and I like, hey, he looks familiar. Hey, I know you. Long time no see. Yeah, so give a huge shout out to Wesley for making that call and twisting my arm and getting me down here. No, I'm just joking, Wesley. You didn't twist my arm. It was just the fact that I didn't have anything planned. I'm like, okay, I need to do something, and I guess I kind of had that little voice. You're getting a call. Expect a call. And like I said, as soon as I got down here, it was just like we instantly reconnected. It was like, yep, okay, we got Wesley to thank for that. So, like I said, a huge shout out to Wesley for that. And man, like I always, tell people, people that don't know me or they, know me for a short period of time, they sit there and ask me what I do in my spare time. I said, okay, like what spare time? Because all I practically do is work. Now that I got a steady, hours, and I have like 1-2 days off, well, one of those 2 days I'm going to be down here. So I tell them, volunteer camera operator / producer / audio. They're like, wait, you what? Yeah, how long have you been doing that? Well, since May of '98. Wait, what? That's a long time. And I said, yeah, it's like I stuck with it. To me, I look at it as like this is like the longest job that I've had, almost, like 26 years.
That's a long time. I consider this as a business. I mean, I granted we're not making this, but I still see it as a business because this is something we love. I mean, like I was telling Norm earlier before we came on. Oh, by the way, if we can get a shot of this right here, the Channel 10 logo. I like going back to channel. I like going back to you know, different things. So I was like, why don't we just do a Channel 10 public access old logo? I think Bob Erie made this. If I'm correct or if I'm wrong, but I want to go back to old school Channel 10. There's not many people from Channel 10 that's still around. I mean, granted, we got Milton White, if you know who Milton White is. We got Uncle Ducky. We got me, you. Like, there's like selective people. Then most of the people that worked at Channel 10 are over at Welt Radio.
Right.
So, I mean, there's still a lot of people that's still around Channel 10 era, just they moved over to the radio station.
Yeah, exactly.
And when we started, well, when I first started, I'm going to give you my when I first started, it was just one station, and that was Channel 10.
Right.
And we only had one studio. And you could get that from 9 to, I don't remember, but yeah, just the expansion of how crazy things are now. I mean, because back in the day, man, I'm going to say this, and I've said this to you before, I've said this to a lot of people, that we're the last breeds of when public access was very booming, because public access was booming back in Channel 10 days,
yeah.
no matter what era. Till the mid-1990s, it kind of, man, I don't want to try to downgrade public access, because I'm not, because public access is where we both started. And no matter what, we talk about Channel 10 to this day. Channel 10 is in our blood.
Oh, yeah.
But like I said before, public access become a lost art, because we got these. You can just honestly do a video, put it on YouTube. Twitch, we got all kinds of things.
Phones, tablets, you name it. We've, it's getting to that place where, oh, hey, we're more so doing it online versus
TV.
what we're doing now.
Yeah. And the survey that I normally ask people on Facebook, because again, like I said, everything is moving to online services. Now, last year, when I did a show, I was planning on retiring and quitting. What's kind of crazy is it's the exact same day. Today is the same exact day, February 19th. I was going to actually quit doing my show and retire.
Oh, yeah.
Just a year ago, because looking on my timeline, that showed up. I legit was going to wrap the whole show up. I was going to end it and stop it, but it's an adrenaline rush, especially with people like, oh, hey, man, we love what you do. But as I was saying with that, just I thought I'd bring that up to be kind of interesting about today, because how we're doing a show today, and I'm interviewing you from when we started Channel 10. But I came back because I loved it and all that, but, it's a passion.
Oh, yeah.
But now, since we're talking about the things with what's going on now, I just wanted to bring that up too. But the thing I wanted to also bring up is how I ask everybody on Facebook, who has cable TV? Does anybody actually subscribe? You remember, Wesley, I told you, I've asked you about this before. I've asked a lot of people, because I like doing surveys on a lot of things. Because if you're doing surveys on things, it's interesting what nowadays people do not have cable. Everything is now streaming services. Because back then, cable was like, oh my God, I gotta have cable. If you don't have cable, then people consider you poor.
Behind.
They consider you poor. Because, okay, you don't have cable anymore. No, you can't afford that. And then cable started booming, and then here came streaming service. So, like with the thing with Monday Night Raw, because we're both wrestling fans, we'll always be wrestling fans, no matter what. No matter how crappy the product is, Rose will be a wrestling fan. Well, I am, at least. I know you are too.
Oh, yeah.
But Monday Night Raw made a thing with Netflix. You know what I mean? To take, because Raw has been on cable TV since 1993.
Right.
And now they're going to streaming services. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about this too. I'm thinking about eventually just getting off TV and just doing the streaming services, because streaming services where it seems like everything is. How did you feel about the new generation of? Because like I said, we were born around the same time. We loved cable, and cable was our main thing. But how do you feel about everything's moving now to streaming services? Because again, public access. I mean, we are on demand too, but again, it's like cable is a lost art.
Right. I agree with you. To me, it is a lost art, but at the same time, it's like I look around, I do see things that are kind of like making a comeback, and you know, you never know. You know, cable, it can make you come back. You know, because I look at it like this. You know, okay, you got your stream. You know, you got your streaming services. You know, if something goes wrong with that, what do you got as a backup? What do you got to fall back on? It's like if you know, the same thing could be said about cable, but I'll say that, you know, for me personally, it's like I have cable at home, so, and I also have, you know, a few streaming platforms. So if I miss one thing on cable, hey, I got that streaming platform to, you know, kind of like fall back on.
Yeah.
Like wrestling, for example. Like if I somehow manage to miss, you know, Raw. Okay, I have, you know, I have Hulu. Okay, they'll have it up the next day. I'll sit there, you know, as soon as I get home from work. Oh, okay, yeah, they got it up. Let me, you know, get caught up on that. And I'll sit there and watch it. Okay, well, now I see what I missed. And, you know, just here, I want to say like yesterday or a couple of days ago, while I was at work or I was somewhere, I was just kind of like on Facebook, and I came across a clip where, you know, wrestlers that were they were dating wrestlers and their, you know, brothers or like siblings or brother or fathers and daughters, fathers, sons, and I was just like, man, you know, okay. And, you know, I sat there and, you know, liked some of it, and I'll even see like some clips, like, for example, I seen a clip from the press conference for WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Bloodline, The Rock. Okay, I didn't see, you know, I didn't see it, but it's like when I seen the clip, I seen Cody Rhodes got slapped.
Oh my God!
I was like, oh wow, that was a huge, you know, shocker, and you know, I kind of, you know, I was paying attention, you know, to everything. I was just like, okay, well, one, they took offense to what Cody was saying, but at the same time, Cody wasn't trash talking about his, you know, their family. It was just
stating the facts.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, they're trying to, you know, at the same time, I kind of see that they're kind of hyping it up for WrestleMania. Like, okay, you know, and I think they have, like, what, the Elimination Chamber coming up?
It's a Saturday coming up.
So,
5 o'clock in the morning. I ain't watching. I mean, I watched it's my day off. I ain't, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning.
I work in the mornings. I'm not getting up any more than what I got to. I'm going to work. I'm coming home. I'm relaxing for the rest of the day. And heck, if I'm able to see it, I'm gonna watch it.
Watch it a couple of hours after. Now, speaking of us talking about, you know, like I said, I get what you're saying, because with the streaming services, you can just fast forward, rewind, and catch it that easy. And back then we had DVRs too, but I don't know if DVR. I got regular TV. I don't care, but streaming services is where it's at nowadays. I mean, like I said, I never forget about Channel 10 and never will forget about Channel 10. And also, what's also kind of missing too is back then, man, when we were doing Channel 10, live TV was the number one thing.
Oh yeah.
Team TV was live for a couple times, and we did Trash Talking that was live. But live TV, I don't even think they do live. They only do live TV for like city council meetings and stuff like that now. I mean, live TV. Oh my God, I would love to be back live TV again. But again, like I said, it's a different era because again, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain this era. I mean, like I said, I'm not trashing this era, but like I said, you know, we're just going through these tough times where we don't know what's new, what's gonna be trending because. Again, we're still old school. We're still. Thank you. Man, we were going 5 minutes already for our interview.
Oh, shit. All right, time flies when we're having fun.
And we're unscripted.
Exactly.
So I'm going to let you know, we are going to do a second show. It's going to be an hour long because I got some stuff I'm going to get on my chest. But Chris is going to be interviewing me. Chris, I have no idea. But there's going to be some things that's going to be said that people is not going to probably like. I'm talking about my past. That's kind of came into my future. It's a weird story, but I don't know. But yeah, Chris, thank you for coming on again. Like I said, we're not wrapping it up yet, but again, I just can't believe it went that fast with us.
All right.
So my big question I want to ask you is, because when you came back in early 2000s, you were doing Christmas throwback events and stuff like that. Will we possibly see a comeback, or will we see a podcast? Because I know we've been talking about a podcast, but would you bring that back? Or I know we talk about a podcast, but again, these people don't know. What do you have planned for your future?
Oh, man.
I know you're not going to leave entertainment.
Oh, no, never. I don't see that happening. If I leave entertainment, something's got to be definitely wrong with me, and I need a severe beat down for that. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
It's our passion, it's our love, but again, you know.
But, man, you know I've been talking to you, talking to Justin, you know, about doing a podcast. As far as like Chris's throwback, you know, it could make a comeback. You know, it's just like I want to make sure that the timing is right, and you know, who knows, I might tie in, you know, Chris's throwback in with the, you know, podcast. So
That'd be good.
Oh yeah, and wheels are always turning up here. That's a scary thing. It's dangerous up here, but yeah, it's just like you know, I'm definitely going to be like talking around, getting you know, I got the input, you know, the feedback that I wanted from, you know, the people that I care about, you know, you, Justin, and a couple other people, but yeah, like right now I'm just kind of like making sure I got the stuff that I want, you know, or need squared up, so that way I'm like, okay, I know what I want to talk about, like where's it going, and you know, pretty much like with the podcast, it is going to be unscripted. Anything goes, and you know, I got a feeling that that's going to shoot, you know, like really shoot off, and I'm going to be looking into, you know, YouTube channel and having that, you know, having the podcast aired on, you know, that as well. So, like I said, I just want to make sure, you know, I get everything squared away on that, and you know, I want to have you as a co-host on that, and
I'm already overrated. You don't need me. No, I'm just kidding.
and I am going to have to drag our other brother from Carolina. I don't care if he's kicking or screaming.
Good old Justin.
Yeah, he knows I will do it. You know, he got no, you know, Justin, you see this? No ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm dragging your butt from Carolina back up here.
That would be a long trip to see. Chris trying to drag him from North Carolina to Fort Wayne.
Oh, he knows I'll do it.
I know you will. So do you have a name for it, or is it still in the mix?
You know, I've asked a couple people. Podcast is going to be called the Crispy Chris podcast. So that a lot of people like that. So you know, I'm going to I take that and I'm running with it. I actually have like some topics off the topics already. So just kind of like getting the information and getting everything, like I said, getting everything squared up, and then shooting off.
Sweet, I can't wait. I know we got 1 minute. We got to wrap it up here soon. One more question before you go, because I know, like I said, next show you're interviewing me, but that's a different story. So, what's your subjects that you got planned? Or you just want to keep that secret until now, or you don't want to reveal it?
I'm gonna keep that in secret for right now, because I kind of want people to be like, oh, okay, what is he gonna talk about? And I'm even gonna like take probably like eventually like later on down the line like take suggestions on more topics that they might want to hear us talk about.
Sweet. Damn, I can't believe how fast this half hour went. Like I said, next show Chris is going to be interviewing me, no holds barred. I'm going to say stuff that might upset people, but again, I'm tired of not being me. I'm tired of holding back with things. So next show will be the Jeff Landis show. Chris Easley interviews me, and then I'm going to have Brent Brooks, a guy that's a professional wrestler. Is going to call in for like 10 minutes to talk about future plans, and he's going to possibly come back here to Fort Wayne, Indiana, to be back in the studio. You met Brent back in Michigan when we used to go film for Dan Severn. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you guys later. Catch me on YouTube, Landis Entertainment Network. Subscribe to me on Jeffrey Wayne Landis on Facebook. When you subscribe to me, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. But anyway, we can't talk about that here on this. But see you guys later. Talk to you then. Watch it.
Like a shadow.